Is this thing on? Can everyone hear me? You know, you really should think about using antibacterial soap. You kind of smell like shit. Wait, the intercom's on? The entire school can hear me? My bad, bro. Please, I need all students and staff in a single file line to the auditorium as quickly as possible. Ice Spice has dropped a new album. I repeat, Ice Spice has dropped a new album. This is not a drill. We will start the ear removal procedures post-haste. Thank you.
When I was growing up, I went to school. I know that's shocking for a lot of you because obviously the way that I talk and the videos that I make, there's no way you could possibly think I was educated. I don't even know how to read unless there's pictures in the book. That's why my favorite manga of all time is Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. But something that I noticed in school is every single year that no matter what class, what teacher, no matter if it was elementary, middle, or high school, they tried their hardest to prepare us for the world's most dangerous threats. Whether it was Diddy, Kyle Rittenhouse, or Logic deciding to go on a world tour, schools would do anything they can to make sure we were safe and prepared for the hazards of life. The unexpected ones, by making us do school drills. But I'll be honest with you, the school drills never really made much sense. I mean, when you sit back and think about it, how could they possibly think that we were going to be calm, cool, and collected during a time where someone might be burning alive? Let's just say it's an average day at school. And I told them not to play my mixtape, but they didn't listen. They played it on the intercom and now, boom, you're in the middle of a fire. What is the very first thing that you're gonna do? Don't worry, I'll wait. Ding! Alex, what is panic and crash the fuck out for 300? Ding! Alex, I'll go with panic and crash the fuck out for 500. Exactly. Exactly. Nobody is going to be calm in a scenario where there is fire everywhere. They expected us to get up in a single file line, no rushing, no pushing, no grabbing things, and then walk all the way out of a burning building to get in an orderly fashion inside of a group to have the attendance being read off by our teachers. Motherfucker, I'm not gonna be in the group to have the attendance read to me. As soon as I see any signs of fire, bro, I'm out of there. I'm gonna look like Barry Allen if he had a child, the world's fastest deadbeat. I'm out of there, bro. I'm gonna run out of that fire so fast that they're gonna think I probably got lost in the building. There will be no signs of me. The only thing left of me will be the little bit of DNA in the bathroom because I always pissed a little bit outside of the urinal. But that's not my fault. That's because I would always play a little mini game where I would see how many shakes it took to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. But that's besides the point. Fire drills don't make any sense. You want me to be chill during a fire? Ironic. But that's not even the drill that makes the least amount of sense, okay? Because I understand during a fire drill, you would want us to be calm for multiple reasons. One, you don't want to trample people. You get to running off fast, there's some fat, slow nigga in front of you, and next thing you know, boom, you accidentally tackle his back, and depending on the size of the guy, either you passed out or he tripped and fell. And that's the last thing you want to do while going downstairs is knock a bowling ball over. Now, every kid on that step is falling like a domino. They all look like womp-womp blocks from Mario Brothers. It's got the fat kid in the front going, making noises from Super Mario 64. Now, nobody's getting out of the building. So I get it. You want us to be calm, cool, collected. Okay, understand it. But let's talk about the lockdown drill because what the fuck do you mean there's a danger inside the building and you want me to stay in a classroom with the doors locked and the lights off, silent and out of sight, and maybe make a barricade? What the f? Bro, I feel like Jimmy Neutron every time he gets a good idea, bro, because my brain is blasting right now. 1,000,000 miles an hour are my thoughts. There's no way in the world you think I'm about to sit in a classroom silently and just wait for Kyle Rittenhouse to come in there and play Search and Destroy like he's on Call of Duty. No way in the world am I sitting in the corner and letting this dude spray and pray. You probably got a nigga walking around this school with 13 attachments on his gun. This nigga never prestiged, by the way. Motherfucker unlocked everything for his gun and just stayed at level 50. Do you think he's doing this for any type of financial gain? For any actual reason? For a goal? No. A nigga that's walking around at level 50 and hasn't prestige just looking for bodies is doing it for the love of the game. And you want me to sit in the corner? What is that gonna solve? No, I'm out of there. Actually, I have a great solution for the lockdown drill, okay? Instead of sitting in a classroom, barricaded, being silent and waiting for someone to come knock us off like it's Duck Duck Goose, how about you train every single kid in there in martial arts, bro? I mean, I'm talking about when he walk in there, it's gonna be like blood sport. There's gonna be 30 Jean-Claude Van Dammes ready to put hands and feet on that nigga. And then you're probably like, okay, how you gonna put hands and feet on somebody with an AR-15? I understand that makes sense. Well, instead of training them in martial arts, teach every single kid in there the Matrix, bro. I know y'all are probably confused, but when I was growing up, I would be like, yo, I'm the Matrix. And I would pretend I was dodging bullets. If you can't get hit by the bullet, how is he gonna kill us? I'm just saying, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Okay, that probably isn't gonna work either, but how about we just, I don't know, keep complimentary guns in the classroom? Have a teacher armed and ready, bro. I'd rather my teacher be Little Caesars hot and ready than to sit there and let this guy come in and kill all of us. Like, just give my teacher a gun, have it registered to them, and train them how to use it. Take them to the shooting range once a month, have them deadly with that junk. You got us sitting in there and some weird ass quiet kid that everyone's been mean to has been studying and taking notes on the Columbine. You think sitting in the center of the classroom is gonna stop him? No, but a green bean will. Have that nigga walk in there and put fins on him. He gonna think everything's sweet. As soon as he walk in there, a green dot on his chest will stop a lot of problems. I'm just saying. Speaking of that, can we talk about the quiet kids just briefly? Because honestly, we could probably stop all of these shenanigans if people would just be nicer to kids. Kids are cruel as hell. Y'all literally out here creating school shooters, bro. Just be nice to the kid. So what, he smells like Axe body spray and ass, bro? Do you have to tell him that? How about next time, I don't know, take him to Walmart, make a little care package for him. Tell him, hey man, I've been noticing you've been smelling a little bad, but you my dog, and I don't want you smelling bad, bro. I want you to get hoes, get money, and to prosper at life. So we about to take you home and wash your ass, bro. Shit, take him on a platonic date. You know, one of those friend days or something, but instead of going to, I don't know, paintball or to an arcade, you take them to a car wash instead, and you tell them y'all are playing the game to see who can get the Guinness World Record for sitting in that motherfucker the longest. I'm just saying, kindness goes a long way. Nip it at the root. You know what's more dumb than a lockdown drill? A lockout drill, okay? This is to keep danger outside from getting inside. Locking doors, classes, no one allowed in or out, and the classes just continue normally. But if someone is as dangerous as any of those famous school shooters we've talked about, what do you think a locked door is gonna do? They about to act like Joker from Next Friday. No more locked doors. You think an AR-15 not gonna be able to get through a door? You think they're not gonna be able to shoot glass out of a window and unlock that bitch? What the fuck are we in, a bulletproof dome? Is that where we're teaching classes at? Cause I ain't ever seen nothing like that. Talking about a lockout drill, bro. If someone wants to get into the school badly enough, they're going to do it. That doesn't even make any sense. Bro thought that they could put a chastity belt on the school and nobody was going to unlock that bitch. I'm just saying. Now, the evacuation drill is kind of like the fire drill. You got to get out of the school, you know what I'm saying? Leave the building. You might relocate to another building. This could be used for bomb threats, gas leaks, structural damage, you know, anything. That one kid that had scabies one time and then everybody had to leave the school so it could be completely clean. Life imitates art, by the way. That actually happened to me. Hope that kid's doing okay. He was dirty as hell, but no one deserves that. Now, evacuation drills don't make sense to me either, because they want us to be calm. But why would I be calm if you're telling me there's gas leaking in the building? Someone said that they're gonna explode the building with a bomb. You think I'm about to just slowly walk out? That 10 to 15 extra seconds that I take that could have been spent running, and instead I'm walking at a brisk pace, could be life or death. I could get halfway out the school and the bomb goes off, bro. But y'all want me to walk like I'm a geriatric. Not me. I can't do it. Now, the only other drill that I've ever experienced that was kind of funny was the bus drill. Now, bus drills, they go as follows. They're evacuation drills, okay? So you practice, you use the front door, the rear door, or an emergency exit. Now, all of this was fine. Front door, fine. Emergency exit, fine. That rear door, that is where everything became hilarious, because you know your average student just hops out the back and everything's fine. But there was this one time, there was this kid, We're gonna name him Gabriel. Okay, one day Gabriel was supposed to go out of the rear exit of the bus. Now we all jumped out and we're waiting for Gabriel, but Gabriel was a heavier kid. Now I'm not gonna lie, I was also a heavier kid, but I played sports, so my heavy and his heavy was different. I was heavy in the sense of stockiness, but I played football, so there was a lot of weightlifting involved, cardio, etc. We had a lot of muscle on us. This kid Gabriel was big, but he didn't do anything active, so he was just a little sloppy heavy. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Being fat is fly, you know, look at Big Pun, Biggie Smalls. Yo, why do all the fat fly dudes have big in their name? All right, but that's besides the point. The thing that you need to understand is that Gabriel couldn't jump off the back of the bus, so he had to sit down first and then hop out. The problem is my man Gabriel had a little bit extra undercarriage, so when he went to sit down and get out, his butt cheeks cupped to the back of the bus and he fell forward. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great, yep, that's exactly what happened. This motherfucker fell forward and smashed his whole face on concrete. Now, I wouldn't be laughing at that if Gabriel wasn't okay and he didn't survive. But he was okay and he did survive it. So I'm laughing. Now, did I laugh at the time? Absolutely, that shit was hilarious. Should I have laughed? No, because laughing at other kids and being mean to them in that way is the exact reason why any of these school drills exist in the first place.